It's got a decent gain before being brought down. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he won't be able to get past the line. Very quickly, Brock. They'll be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll air it out on third. They'll have the first down and even more. He's going to get this one into enemy territory into the 47. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And the power play up the gut all results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Herbert now to throw on third. Pass him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Damn, you run the same shit. Same defense.
It's like a putt.
Same defense, different formations.
But you never want to leave it short.
Now apparently a little too long on the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. They kick the running back in motion. On 4th down, here's Herbert. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, hit it right. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that out.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it down from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackled on the play by Puna.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone block inside the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Running this one left. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the second. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1 for 1.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run, the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Damn, Doug, you spam cover 6 and cover 9 hard. Hard.
Beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down from the 42. Running it with Hampton. He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's Hampton on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Rolling out to his left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended target there, and that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first time so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Quinn Walker. Offense up to the line fast. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Strong running inside the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hampton gets the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert from the gun. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his running back. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I get it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Here's the long back on the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Option design here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go. 5-9.
Looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
linebacker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, he puts some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Dumped off to his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
What the fuck, dude?
He brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out at halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Sucks. Yeah, damn.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's us.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Into the hands of Ganston. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
So first down from the 41. And send a receiver left. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he'll be back into the line to limit the game to a yard. Correct on that play by none other Brock than Tonka Hemingway.
And it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 on this drive. They need 7 here on 3rd down. Play action now for Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Has him on the quick hitter. They're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
As quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
19 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
Yeah.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers, 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that effort yields about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Right up the gut. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Headed out right. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetitions to make it look easy.
Fits it through the middle. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 28, Chargers 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey Harris. So that brings up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is great. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that's not what the offense started with. They stick him for a loss, so it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Trey Harris. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Going from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, now let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to it right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for 7. He got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That was such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run, ground 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Herbert back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Second and 10 now, Herbert. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Los Angeles.
All set to go now from the 35. Now Herbert again. Caught by his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. One final shot here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this is down all the way to the 3. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing this well over the last month plus, guys feel like they're on another level, and it gives them a huge lift on game day. You feel that confidence.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.